Hello, more snow. So I have some cornbread for the girls. I am going to put the camera down so I don't fall on my tushy. Can you hear them? You can hear them in the garage. So I'm going to go see them, see if there's any eggies. But I know you can hear the dripping. Those icicles scare the bejesus out of me. My sister's right, because they're like knives of impalement. Alright, I'll be right back. Wow, that snow's coming down fast. But it's fluffy. One eggie. That's it for now. Look at that. Someone left the not so subtle clue that they'd like peanut butter cookies. So that's what I'm making. Spoiled husband. Yep. I'm gonna keep them pretty small. I don't know if I have chocolate chips. Although, wait a minute. I think I have some dark chocolate Hershey Kisses. Maybe I'll have to check that out. Hopefully these aren't overcrowded. I'm just using my quarter sheet pans with some parchment paper on them. 9 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit. There's the peanut butter cookies out of the oven on the rack cooling. Yum. And for those of you who have peanut allergies, I'm sorry. There's no one in our family who has peanut allergies, so I freely make stuff with peanuts and tree nuts. So, yep. I'm going to store half of these away in the freezer once they cool in a Ziploc, wrapped in parchment paper and a Ziploc, because we don't need to have all of these on hand at one time. But if somebody's in the mood for a peanut butter cookie and they want one, they can thaw it out. Serves work done once, rewards reaped twice. So, yeah. It smells good in here, though. I love the smell of baking. So my Zatarans package, I videotaped that. I'm going to take some pictures and post a blog post. I'm really interested in trying this red beans and rice that takes 90 seconds in the microwave. I will be honest with my review when we taste it. Looking forward to tasting the Creole mustard as well. Oh, I know what I forgot. Oh, it's not going to be in my video. It's this root beer concentrate. I had no idea that Zatarans had root beer concentrate, and we already tried it. It takes half a teaspoon for about a liter, and I used my SodaStream. So I have to take my glasses off so you're not getting a super glare. I'm just hanging out in the living room, kind of relaxing. Took some pictures I have to edit for my blog post for the Zatarans party, and I think I'm going to go over to my sister's tomorrow just to kind of hang out with her and the kids. I think they're going to the movies in the morning, and then she's going to give me a call. So, yeah, I don't mind showing my face on camera, and it's further away now. Hopefully you're not seeing, well, you're probably seeing the mess behind me, but you know what? I don't care. It's okay. So, it was snowy, rainy, sleety, yucky day. I know the stuff's going to freeze overnight, so hopefully it'll be okay by morning. I think Monday's supposed to be nice and sunny, and I'm going to go make another attempt to go into the office. In the meantime, I have a tiny, itty-bitty little rant. So, those of you who live in the States know about the Target breach, the debit card and credit card Target breach, security breach, where some of the information from customers, possibly over the last couple of years, has been grabbed by someone or just dangerously available. I'm not really sure exactly what happened, but I believe the bank is Bank of America, and we have a Bank of America card. Now, there hasn't been any breach on our card. However, when my husband tried to use it the other day in the middle of a storm, it was declined, and I could not understand why, because there was ample amount of available credit. So I called the bank, and they told me that it was hit with a possible fraud. So they've put the account on hold. Here's the irony. it was on hold for the grocery store purchase, but the liquor store minutes before, and I think somewhere else that he stopped minutes before that, they all processed fine. So when I spoke to a customer service rep, they tried to explain to me that it was for my protection, but yet they were not able to answer direct questions. So I did ask, does this have anything to do with the security breach that happened, and you're now hypercritical of any charges? I mean, I would understand, and I think I used this particular example specifically, I would understand if something would get flagged for a suspicious charge if it was in another country within minutes or hours of it being in a different country. For example, if a charge came from the liquor store in Connecticut in the US, and the next charge would be for a ticket in Dubai, that would be something I would certainly flag as fraud or potential fraud. But they were from stores within half a block of each other. And, you know, they get, the credit card company, when they get the pre-authorization or the hit against the account, they see the location, the store name, the store number, all of that information, as well as the physical location. I said, it's a store in our town. Well, you must not have shopped there before. I'm like, yes, we have. So it was a really odd conversation. It took forever to get resolved. So even though they did authorize the purchase for my husband while he was at the grocery store, because I explained, he just called me from the grocery store saying that it's not, the card's being declined for no reason, like there's no reason being provided. So that's why I was calling. Very long story, hopefully made shorter. They flagged our card now as stolen or lost. So now we have to wait 7 to 10 business days to receive this card, or replacement card with a new number and everything. So anything that had automatically paid or auto pay out of that particular account, it has to be reprocessed or re-registered with whatever location. Like I had some utility bills that were being paid from there. It's a pain. It's a colossal pain. And the funny thing is that there is a technology that exists that's currently in play and in use in the UE, in Europe, European Union, and it would cost 3 times as much to provide to U.S. customers. I think it's U.S. and Canadian customers. So the banks are hesitant to do that. Yet they're now spending all this time and effort, man hours, with their fraud, their fraud protection or fraudulent, department, their potential fraud department, and covering people's, it just, in the long run, it would be smarter. So I'm just curious, for any of you who live in in Europe, the new technology, or the technology that's being used there that has a microchip in each card, have any of you heard any stories or had any instances where there was a security breach of your information? I'm just curious why they're being so hesitant, besides the fact that it's, I think the cost is $1 per credit card account, per credit card user's account right now in the current system, versus $3 in the system that's being used in Europe. I know it seems like a lot, it's triple, but they're paying out now to all those people who may have been part of the potential security breach. They're paying for fraud protection for them for a year or 2 years. That has to cost a lot more. So be proactive. Take care of business before you have to. You see Moses in the background. Before you have to do, apologetic reach. Before you have to do something like that. I have the Olympics on, so I caught my eye on the. He's just totally just walking around, seeing if there's anything that's been dropped on the floor. So since I'm on camera, I thought I would just do the quick Russian lesson from the other day, so you can hear the pronunciation, the formal hello and goodbye. No, I think I did do that already. No one's asked any more questions, so feel free to ask. There's another week left of the Olympics, and I'll be more than happy to answer if I can. And I think that dancing buddy over here needs to go out. So I'm going to say goodnight. Oh, no, he jumped up on the couch. Mosey. Hi, Mose. He's like, I'm gonna climb a mountain of all these pillows and blankies, and I'm gonna make myself comfortable. So I'm gonna say good night. That's it for us for today. For today. I think I'll bring the camera with me to see my sister and the kids tomorrow. Maybe bring a project to do with them. I have a couple of cupcakes for them from Valentine's Day, and probably a couple of those cookies that I made earlier, because I really don't want them in the house. I don't want that many in the house. So I'm going to freeze some of them, and I'm going to bring some to my sisters. I'm only going to bring one cupcake for each of the kids, not for my sister, because I know she's eating Whole Foods right now, and chocolate cupcakes are not on that, no sugar. So maybe I'll ask her if she wants a coffee with no cream. I think that's the hard part. Coffee I think is a problem. I don't know if I would give up coffee entirely, but so I'm gonna go make myself a tea and watch the rest of the Olympics. I think ice dancing is tonight, unless I already missed it. I might have already missed it. Yes, I do have to squint to see, but I have my glasses off, so you're not getting glare. I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to thumbs up. It's free.